Now, of course, as we were about to complete the fan cams, we thought, what's missing here? What's missing? We're trying to upload all the fan cams. I'm thinking, Vanish, guys. What's going on? We can't let them watch the fan cams without mentioning Vanish. The best VPN on the whole planet. It doesn't get better. It is the best by a mile. I tell you what, honestly, you look at other VPNs out there, and I'm telling you, they don't compare. They do not compare to Vanish. You want to watch the 3PMs? Click that link below, scan the QR code on screen, get an 83% discount as well. All right? Get down there, people, and enjoy the fan cams. Hello, everyone, from Chelsea Fan TV. Chelsea won, Arsenal won in the Premier League. We went down to 10, but we managed to get something out of it. It's just a question of, is it a point that we can be happy with, or do we still feel disappointed, even though we had 10 men the majority of the match?
I feel disappointed, but only because we went down to 10 men in a game that I think 11v11 we would have won. Because, Arsenal didn't do nothing. They didn't even really take advantage of being one man up. They had a nice moment for the goal. Good cross from Saka, good header from Marino. I was saying that was the one forward I was really worried about going into that game. And yeah, he managed to get another goal. But other than that, everything they did just went wide. Saka's chance went wide. Noni didn't do anything. Martinelli didn't really do anything. Gyökeres came on, didn't do nothing. And for all the talk that I heard going into this game from Arsenal fans, I had Lee Gunner telling me they're winning by 3 goals. Troops telling me he's not worried about facing us. I had Hooks telling me they're winning by 3 goals. They couldn't dead off a 10-man Chelsea. When it went down to 10 men, I was really thinking we're going to do this again, and we're going to do this against these scumbags, these groomers. We're really going to throw this game away to them. But I saw a very matured performance from all 10 men on the pitch. So if I can take my emotion out of the situation, I'm really happy with the performance that I saw after the red card, because all of them did their job defensively. All of them were still able to neutralise Arsenal to the bare minimum of chances. And yeah, we had the odd pot shots here and there, but we were able to stop them from actually taking the lead in a game that probably a month or 2 ago we lose. Gotta credit everybody. Robert Sanchez put his body on the line, and the cross-claiming was excellent. Reece James, my fucking man of the match. This brother was everywhere throughout the entire 90, and he gave us the physicality and the anticipation that we lost once Caicedo got the red card.
It felt like he stepped up as soon as that red card.
Really did, man. I'm so impressed with his performance, because that midfield could have been carved open. I don't think we really made any midfield changes, but James was able to cover that ground. Big up to Reece James for that. Gusto as well, Neto defensively, and also being a single-man transition when we were trying to break on the counter-attack. Brilliant. I'm so happy with the way the 10 players for Chelsea responded. But with that, I really think 11v11 we could have won this, and that's why I just feel a little bit disappointed coming out of it. And that's not anything on the players that were still there. But honestly, Caicedo fucked it. That was a rash red card. And I know they were going to bring up the Bentancur one from a couple weeks ago and say he should have got a red there. Referees are not consistent. But don't give him a decision to make in the first place. And he did that. I feel like the occasion got into him, and it's a shame, because before the red, he played brilliantly. I've got no questions about his performance. One dumb moment, and I think that's the difference between 3 points and 1 point. And that's why it's bittersweet. It's really bittersweet.
I mean, with the red, is there a part of you that thought it wasn't a red, or because we were chatting in the concourse at half time, and there was a bloke who was standing with us, and he was like, "It's not a red." You thought it was. What's your thought process behind that?
Honestly, studs up above the ankle, it's a red. It is what it is. You can bring up other past cases where it's not been given, but we know the refereeing is inconsistent. It's all subjective. Don't give him a decision to make. And he did that. It's a red card. It is what it is.
What do you make of Fernandes in that game, especially obviously when Caicedo comes off the pitch? You're thinking, right, I'm going to need a little bit more from you now because we're missing a player. Obviously, we saw that from Reece James. Did you feel the same way about Fernandes?
Yes, very good, very aggressive. Tried to help us with interplay or just some long balls up top, but when you go down to 10 minutes, harder to try find players. They've got the extra advantage at the back, and Arsenal already, before we went down to 10, already looked like they were playing for the draw. They were staying compact, they weren't really pressing us from the front, they were time wasting from set pieces from 20 minutes into the match. and then we just made it easier for them to do it. Arteta would have taken a draw 11v11, 10v11. They're going to try and spin it as some sort of valiant performance. I'm not hearing it. Not hearing it at all. Because for all the talk I've heard about how much better they are, how much clear they are of us, 11v11 player for player, the fact that they didn't even manage to dead us off with a half and a bit to play, that's an embarrassment on them. For us, bittersweet, because I think we could have won this 11v11.
How do you think Maresca adapted? Because United was a conversation. We were too defensive. We weren't looking to try and win the game. We just wanted to hang in there. Today, we left attackers on the pitch. We allowed transition to happen. And obviously, we got a goal from a set piece.
It was more transitional players. We didn't change the attackers, but we didn't take defenders on for attackers, but we did see Esteval come off, maybe because of workload, but also I think because Garnacho might give you a little bit more off the ball, and that will help you in the first phase, which I got. The good thing is we still kept outlets. My biggest thing with Enzo when we went down to 10 men is that he takes off all the outlets for defenders, and that means there's no break for us defensively because there's nobody to try and take it. The fact that we kept Pedro Neto on, even if he's kind of struggled trying to beat his man at the end of it, one-man transition, moving the ball ahead of us, giving the defence a bit of a break, that's still invaluable when you're trying to hold on to something down to 10 men. So I think he handled it a lot better. Again, a draw's decent coming out of this, but I'm just more proud of the 10 players for the response. Really wish we won, really did.
If you include the crowd, then we had that extra man, because for me this was a much better atmosphere than Barcelona.
I think the goal helped as well. Off a corner, which is even more funnier just for the irony of it. But yeah, good moment for Trevor Chalobah too, because start of the season he's been getting cooked, and there's been a lot of errors, deservedly so to a point. But I think once you have Wesley Fofana next to him, he's just a much better player. And this is why I think as long as Wesley Fofana stays fit this season, there's a chance for us to compete for everything. We're still not out this title race. Arsenal had a chance to really dent our confidence, and they didn't do it. If anything, they've shown to us that we can still get a result against anybody, 10 men or 11 men. You can see this team starting to mature more and more by the month. Just bring it to the next few games. I wish we won this 6-pointer. I keep bringing it up because I don't want to look like I'm championing a draw. But I also have to be objective and say, those 10 players, they worked their fucking socks off. Down to 10 men against the best team in the league. And all of them deserve credit for that.
Yeah, context is everything. A lot of people will be going, if they heard, you giving praise for that performance, they'd be going, what are you talking about? But actually, we deserve to win the game, even with 10.
We weren't the favourites. People can say whatever they want. We were at least evenly matched going into this. No one had Chelsea as favourites. People were talking about this is Arsenal's chance to keep them, spread themselves apart from the rest of the league. If anything, they just showed what we already know. Take the set pieces away. These men are meaty as fuck. They had one good moment. The rest was Saka over the bar, Noni failing to beat his man, Martinelli getting locked up, Gyökeres doing running shifts. That was it. They didn't have nothing left. And this is why I've maintained the fact that I believe this team can go the distance in the title race, because this league is rubbed out. It's been shit for years. The problem is we've been on a rebuild during that point. But now this is our best opportunity to take advantage of that. The fact that the table toppers couldn't kill us and meant to be mentality monsters, meant to be 90-minute merchants, all of that, they didn't have anything for us. 10 men or 11 men. That might be a bit more of a statement for us than for them.
Going into this match as well, Maresca said that he thinks we're a better team this season than last season because we're challenging. Then you look at players that Arsenal have bought, Madueke, Havertz, players like that, and then you look at who we've replaced them with. Do you feel confident that we're going to get a lot more?
I think the more we play, the more consistent you're going to see us. And also with Chelsea, you're going to see us be a bit more intense towards the second half of the season. You see in games that aren't really big 6 matches, we play at a lot slower tempo. And I was talking about the overload with the World Cup and the amount of minutes the squad played and the lack of pre-season. I think that's why you see Chelsea play a lot slower and a lot tougher to watch at times. As long as you get victories in spite of that, that doesn't matter. But I think the second half of the season, you're going to see Chelsea with a bit more of the handbrake off. You're going to see us a bit more intense. And for the lack of intensity that we've shown in certain games, I think that's with the second half of the season in mind. So just keep winning your games. Get through this Christmas period. And I promise you, second half of the season, the sky's the limit. You just have to maintain your position right now, and that's it.
How do you think we keep winning games in December? Because it's always been a bit of a sticky
It's
period.
always big moments. Is he in a half and half Arsenal Chelsea? Oh, but fucking hell. Sorry, that threw me off. What was the question again?
Who's wearing a 50-50?
Half and half Chelsea Arsenal shirt.
Who? What?
Look at the far right, the guy with the camera.
What the?
Oh my
that is-
gosh. Sorry. What was the question again?
I've forgotten my own
That's
question.
thrown me off. I've never been so disgusted in my life.
I thought you were talking about a scarf. It's a
look,
shirt.
decisive moments in games, that's it. Take your chance in the big
Oh yeah,
moments.
sorry. How do we get through December? How do we get through
Decisive moments. We're spreading the goals within the squad. We just have to keep doing them, keep being decisive. Enzo Fernandez is getting more GNA. Pedro Neto's getting more GNA. He's already equaled his goal tally for last season in the Premier League. Cole Palmer's now back. It's a shame we didn't see him today. Down to 10 men just off an injury. You weren't really going to see him anywhere unless we were losing and we're just throwing everything out there. So players are coming back at the right time. Badia Shield's back as well. That means we've got a left footer back in the squad. Navigate your way through a tough Christmas period, but a relatively winnable run of games too. Just get through that game by game and get to January when we go away to City, innit?
Hey, I'm looking forward to it, Lewis. I'm looking forward to it.
Me
Thanks
too,
so
man.
much, buddy. Good to
Bless
see you,
up.
mate. Good